Imagine a company that we will call Siam Biocosmetics. They currently manufacture a flagship product, a jasmine-scented whitening serum. In the bustling markets of Thailand, this serum is a massive hit. Sales are through the roof, and the CEO feels confident enough to take the brand international. The strategy is simple. Pack shipping containers full of those exact same top-selling bottles and send them straight to Dubai. But when those containers arrive, nobody buys a single drop. A product that flew off the shelves at home immediately becomes dead inventory in a new geography. The failure comes down to local realities. In a desert climate, consumers aren't looking for whitening, they desperately need intense moisture. And that delicate jasmine scent? The local market vastly prefers rich, heavy notes like oud. Then there's the administrative oversight. The company bypassed halal certification entirely, instantly alienating their primary target demographic. This is the standardization trap, the mistaken belief that an objectively high-quality product will automatically succeed across different cultures. You cannot just drop an old product into a new zip code. You have to dismantle it down to its studs. Surviving in a foreign market is an engineering problem. You have to rebuild the product's entire identity from the ground up to fit the new environment. This graph maps out the integration responsiveness, or IR framework. It visualizes the tug-of-war tearing global CEOs apart. High on the y-axis is standardization, producing identical items worldwide to slash costs and maximize economies of scale. Far along the x-axis is localization, creating bespoke products tailored to specific cultures, guaranteeing consumer empathy, but at massive cost. Right in the middle sits glocalization. It's a strategic gray area where a company thinks globally but acts locally, pulling these opposing forces into equilibrium. By balancing these forces, you protect your profit margins while simultaneously winning over local buyers. To see how this works, look at a global fast food chain. Their core platform, the kitchen layout, the exact fry temperatures, the supply chain logistics, is locked in and identical everywhere to keep costs low. But they use last-mile customization for the menu. In India, for example, the standard beef patties are swapped out for the chicken Maharaja Mac to align with local dietary customs. Applied to Siam Biocosmetics, their core platform is the base herbal liquid and the shape of the cheap glass bottle. Those stay exactly the same. Their last-mile customization for Dubai means removing whitening agents, injecting intense moisturizers, infusing the oud scent, and securing that halal certification alongside Arabic marketing. When you separate the invisible factory logic from the highly visible consumer interface, your brand can scale across borders indefinitely. But even a perfectly architected global product will crash if it hits an operational wall at the border. First, you have to pass regulatory compliance. The safety standards that get you approved in your home country carry zero weight overseas. Second is the need for intellectual property protection. If you don't register your trademarks in the destination country beforehand, local opportunists will steal your brand name and sue you for using it. Third, you absolutely need a local partner. Going in alone is incredibly risky. A trusted local distributor knows the legal channels and the nuances of regional marketing. Fourth is the threat of currency risk. Without a hedging strategy, a slight shift in exchange rates can wipe out your entire profit margin overnight. And fifth, you have to build a cross-cultural management mindset. A rigid, nationalistic corporate structure will repel the foreign talent you need to run your remote branches. These 5 pillars act as an insurance policy. They ensure the business structure supporting your expansion is just as adaptable as the product itself. True global reach requires CEOs to leave the ego of their home culture at the door. Mark Twain observed that travel is fatal to prejudice and narrow-mindedness. The exact same rule applies to business expansion. You don't win global markets by forcing the world to accept your specific identity, and you don't win by erasing it either. You win by finding the precise architectural compromise of glocalization.